Hello everybody, Danny Shay here on a Monday. Hope everybody's doing well. We survived the weekend. Most of us did anyway. My thoughts and prayers go out to our nation, especially the people in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, everywhere. This senseless killing, it's in the back and forth, the people pointing fingers and the misinformation. We lost two amazing people who were just trying to be of service to our country, to their state. So my thoughts and prayers and all of ours go out to the people who lost their lives in Minnesota. Also, just want to send some prayers out in the very beginning to Nancy Jean at Nancy Jean's Garden. If you go to her community page, she has a little statement on there. So just some thoughts and prayers, healing energies out to her. All right, let's get to it before we talk about the energies of the week. I want to talk about Iran and Israel, if they're going to be escalating more, if Iran's going to shut down the Straits of Hormuz. That will jack fuel prices up. It'll also upset some other nations, i.e. China, and maybe some in the Middle East as well, because they supply a lot of fuel, natural gas through that, and I've got some stats on that. But that'll give us an idea of maybe how strong, how big this is going to get. I read on it last Friday, I think, and because I'm such a peacenik and I have such a bias to this, I still want to try to get a sense of it, because I may have colored that reading. It's easy to do. And what else? I want to talk about G7, and I want to talk about Pumpkinhead and just what the hell's going on with him. His parade, oh, he looks so sad. That's what they said. And then I was going, or is he asleep? Sad or asleep? I don't know. All right, everybody, before I start, say hello to PsychicDuck, everybody. Hello, everybody. Woohoo, woo. Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm riding down the golden elevator.
Escalator?
Escalator, elevator. Quit being a quack.
Wow. All right. So what do you think of that golden escalator?
Pretty good. Not bad. Actually, all the escalators are about the same.
Are you trying to test them to see if they know what musical reference you're getting to?
Yep.
PsychicDuck. All right, we'll put you back up on your perch. You guys are funny. You guys are clearly quacks. Some of you mentioned, you know, when you say hello, PsychicDuck, I say hello back in that same goofy voice.
Hey, who's you calling goofy voice?
Oh, now you did it. Now you did it. Okay. Let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. Where are we? 4:15. All right, energy card for the light workers, and I'm using Work Your Light. I'm just going to pull one. Our vibrations can get so low so quick. So let's just remind everybody to stay in that higher vibration. Oh, before I get to this, I did a show with Evelyn, NDE, Life After Life. One of the things that I said that really got some pushback was that America is not as divided as we think. And this one guy goes, "What, are you living on another planet?" And I thought, yeah, I think I am. I'm living in a higher vibrational realm than some of these other people who want to divide us. We are more divided. I mean, more unified. We want food security. We want housing security. We want community security. And then the lower vibration people want to judge how we want that. So, and I'm part of that lower vibration too. I mean, I'm not way up here. But if we can just stop judging it, and it's so hard because the cruelty that is being shown right now, it's hard to watch with how they want this. But they're all coming from fear. They're all coming from lack. And that is some of the things that's keeping them from them, us versus them. Again, that's lower vibration, keeping us versus them apart. I got work to do. Hey, come on now. Psychic Duck was going, hell yeah, you have work to do. We all can't be a duck as much as we want to. All right, work your light card. Work your light. What is the message for today? Perfect. Inner temple, devotion. Tune in to the portal of your heart. When we think of heart space, when we think with our heart versus our mind, we all come together. It's pretty simple. Till you actually try to do it. And then your brain gets in the way and goes, no, I need more. I need more. All right, the decks I'm using is my Rider-Waite-Smith deck and where'd it go? There it is. Man, my card table is very, very messy. I am using my Tarot Grand Luxe deck. Tarot Grand Luxe. Okay, what time is it? 8:15. See if I can remember to put that in the timestamps. All right, let's take a look at the energy of the week for the U.S. political realm. What is going on politically in the U.S.? And a lot of this, the U.S. has such a wide reach, used to, and now it's being so shrunk down, but we still have a big reach in economy, in our, if we would think with our hearts in the U.S., what a world it would be. What a wonderful world it would be. We have so much that we can offer, yet we're being so friggin' stingy with it. All right, let's just look at the week ahead. Let's drop it down and we can... Okay, drop it down. I'm trying not to go there, guys. I am trying not to go there. Queen of Cups. Every time, so for the people who watch my channel, every time I mention the Queen of Cups, a lot of times this is my Kamala Harris card. I get so much friggin' pushback on she needs to be quiet, she needs to do this, she needs that. Everybody's telling her what she needs. This Queen of Cups does not have a lid on it. She doesn't have a lid on this cup. It's healing waters. It's comfort. It's the wise, divine feminine swimming in a koi pond, it looks like. She of the Lotus. What's going on this week for the U.S. politically? The Ten of Cups. Comfort. I don't necessarily feel that intuitively. You know, that we're, oh, this is so good, this is all great. Ten's completion. Dang, look at that cat. I'm allergic to cats, and I just want to cuddle up next to that cat. When we did have cats, sometimes I would use them as pillows, and they would be okay with it for a little bit. I mean, they would use me as a pillow too. So, I mean, what comes around goes around when it comes to pillows. All right. At the base of the reading, the King of Pentacles, the King of Coins. This is somebody that's only concerned, this is what I just heard, with money, money, money. Is this the billionaire class? Is this Pumpkinhead? What is this? In the past, as it relates, another 10. The burden. 10 of Wands. The heavy burden. My eyes were directed to the dog looking right at us. What's that dog saying to you? The first image that I got with this dog is, even though this guy is like down on his knees, under the burden of all what's going on, the dog has an awareness. What's coming? What's coming up that this guy isn't looking at? Oh my gosh. The Nine of Wands. I think I got these same sequences the last pull on this. This Nine of Wands versus this Ten of Wands. So, even though nines come before tens, right? So he's down, and then with the 10, it's even worse. He gets even heavier and lower to the ground. But this guy, it feels like it's moving in a better direction, where he let go of one wand and now he's about ready to stand up. And to me, this guy, I'm not so sure I want this guy standing up fully and coming at me. I'm thinking that would be bad. What's going on this week? Something is going to stand up and show some strength. Does it have to do with the Queen of Cups? Six of Coins, potential near future, balancing things out. Balancing things out. Giving and receiving. In other decks, like if it was the Rider-Waite deck, it would be a benefactor giving somebody some money who needs money. I think it's a beggar, on the streets. I'm not quite sure, I can't remember. But this is a balance. This is kind of like the Two of Pentacles in a way. This is justice. The scales of justice, balancing this out. Some people say this is votes, balancing out the votes. Getting clarity. Look at that. Look at the sunbursts in those above those two scales, bringing clarity to the balance of things. We have a new journey, the Ace of Pentacles. And the internal position, external position is the restriction, the Eight of Swords, being tied up. The Swords of Truth coming out. And again, it feels like she's going to break free of these, and there's going to be illumination again. She's got it in her hand. Hopes and fears. Can you see that? I'm sorry. Am I going off camera here? Hopes and fears. We have the Five of Cups. Emotional loss. We feel it, right? It's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Interesting with this deck, with these different tarot decks, they all show the Five of Cups differently. Somebody's hair is on my table. This one has 2 spilled cups. This one's about ready to go, but these 2 are upright. So we focus on the negative, not so much on the 2 cups that are standing and that are full and that are golden, kind of like that escalator ride. And then we have the Four of Cups. This deck, he is looking at the offer. He hasn't grabbed it yet, but he's looking at it. Four of Cups. What is the offer with this Four of Cups? Balance. Balance. The karmic wheel. The wheel of fortune. Things are spinning. Things are spinning. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so what I'm getting with this, the energy for the week, what I'm getting is we have a female that is central to this reading, that is going to bring us calm, that's going to bring us peace in a way. It's being covered, challenged by our comfort level. So a lot of times this challenge card is also an enhancement card in the way that I read tarot. So this Queen of Cups certainly will give so much of us comfort and joy and peace. However, we've got the King of Pentacles, we got the Ten of Wands, we got the Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Swords that are all playing into this reading, that are all causing us that roller coaster ride. However, we have a new beginning, we have balance, we have some sadness, some offer that's being looked at, but the karmic wheel is spinning. So as we hang on to this week, just know that the wheel of fortune is spinning. Don't get caught up in the weeds of sadness and sorrow. Stay positive. Dance, sing. Take your feet off. Take your feet off. Take your shoes off. Unless you're a duck. Ducks don't have shoes. They have water flippers. Get your water flippers on and go into the ocean or your bathtub. How many people play with rubber ducks in their bathtub now? I mean, it's like a big thing. People have ducks on their Jeeps, and I don't know where all these ducks came from, but PsychicDuck is thrilled. It's about time. Yes. All right, let's take a look at, so the week ahead, very interesting with that Queen of Cups energy just thrown out there, right? Very strange, because I'm not pushing her button anymore. I'm not zip yet. First card. All right. Y'all hear me? I'm shuffling. So let's take a look at Pumpkinhead. He's going to the G7. I guess we're going to go into the G7 right now. So the G7 was the G8 until 2014. Y'all remember? Russia was there. And they suspended Russia from the G8. They didn't kick them out permanently. They suspended Russia because of their invasion of Crimea. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Well, Crimea started it. I know, I hear you. Anyway, they got kicked out temporarily. So the G7 is, I'm going to pause and get the names. I'm getting names. So it is Trump's phone. Jesus, unbelievable. We'll get into that in a little bit. Italy, US, France, Germany, UK, and Japan. And they're talking about the world economy and the world security. And when I look at those countries, I mean, there are some difference of opinions on how to do that. But the US, because we have the largest economy and we supply the world with weapons of destruction, how's this G7 going to go? So there's going to be meetings that are public-ish, I think. I don't know if they're going to televise, but there's going to be private meetings too. Let's look at the public statements. Let's look at what the public is going to hear. Let's look at what the public is going to hear from the G7. Let's drop this down. What's the public going to hear? What is the public going to hear? Ooh. Another female. Another female information. Big information coming. Yep. I don't know exactly who the leaders are. Italy, don't they have a female prime minister? Anyway, big information coming from this Queen of Wands. And if you look at that, she's giving side-eye. Oh, good Lord. We talked about side-eye before, with Prince giving some of the best side-eye when he was singing the live version of Cream. You can Google it. I mean, YouTube it. He gives the best side-eye. All right. The burden. I already went through that. 10 of Cups. So they're looking for security. They're looking for comfort with this. I need to slide the cards in different places in the deck because I think these two are getting too close. However, completion. The underlying goal of the G7 is comfort and security and economic comfort. In the past, as it relates, is the Knight of Wands. More wands. Look at them. Lots of information. Lots of passion. Lots of fiery energy. I look at this card and I go, I know what you did last summer. This guy's got some knowledge. He's got like a little secret. I know what you did. Right? That's the way he looks like to me. At the top of the reading, it's the Three of Pentacles. A lot of times people will say, this is my Russia card. Uh-oh, I just knocked something over. Hang on. Okay, you never know what you're going to find when you crawl under your desk. Found a piece to one of my bracelets that broke. All right. And that was lapis lazuli that dropped. Why? Besides, because I knocked it over, but any significance in that when I was talking about Russia? And normally a lot of people will say this is dark money card. This to me is an apprentice card. This is coming together and working together. However, this is just one guy. There aren't two people showing him plans. This is just one guy with big guns, arm muscles, working real hard to help build this cathedral, this structure. So there's going to be one person, it feels like, that is going to step up and give some solid information. And I'm not sure what the information is. Come up with a plan, come up with something. We'll see where it goes. Okay. And then we get the Wheel of Fortune. How many tens can you put in a tarot spread? That is the question. So far, I have 3. Something's ending. 10, 10, 10. All right. We have internally, we have a little bit of defending somebody. Somebody's defending some of their positions. We have the Four of Wands. This is like a celebration. This is also my White House card, but this is the G7, so it feels like something successful is going to come out of this. And the hopes and fears, we have the Wish card. Cheers. And in the final outcome, we have the Scary card. The dreams. What's keeping you up at night? This is scary stuff. 9 of Swords. Being clarified by the Empress. So when I said Russia, 3, when I said Russia, this is also a Russian card, the Empress. In this deck, it's more about abundance, new starts, birth, tree of life. In the Two of Wands, they're at a crossroads. They're coming through something here. I'm not getting like a super clear image of what this G7 is bringing forth. I do get that we're at the end of something. We're in the middle of something really scary. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but it is. It's scary. Comfort and security. And the Queen of Wands is going to bring forth some kind of information. What is the information the Queen of Wands is bringing forth that is spinning this karmic wheel? It feels like the worry that we have is, it's not so much unfounded, but it will change into abundance, but we have to walk through this Two of Wands energy to get into the light. Okay, let's take a look just real quick at what is this Queen of Wands energy? What information is she bringing forth? this Queen of Wands? Queen of Wands energy. What are you bringing forth? Queen of Wands. At the G7, what information are you bringing forth to this body? What information are you bringing forth? Ooh. King of Swords. Whoa. Something little. Just a little information about the government, about the restriction, the Eight of Swords. Here we have the Knight of Coins, slow-moving knight, bringing forth some healing energy. Queen of Coins up at the top. Three of Coins. The World card internally, moving on externally. The King of Cups in hopes and fears, and secrets being revealed about the Emperor, and more secrets coming from unexpected sources. There's going to be some super powerful information coming with this King of Swords. And maybe it's legal issue money or something, not legal issue money. Legal things which I don't understand with the G7, but maybe that information can come out and start something legally about the Emperor. We just had our No Kings March. Pumpkinhead thinks he is. So there's some big information that's coming out. That's going to change, like, the government, some government. Maybe, are they going to try to get Russia back in? Is that what Trump is going to do? Let's see how Trump is being received at the G7. Behind the scenes. How is Trump being received behind the scenes at the G7? How's he being received? Ooh, Eight of Wands. Nine of Cups. Knight of Swords. Star is in the past. The Moon, secrets. King of Cups is in the potential near future. Eight of Coins. Doing some research into something. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. Things are spinning. Oh, good Lord. All right. Let's drop down. Let's go through this kind of quick. So we have the Eight of Wands. What's going on behind the scenes for Pumpkinhead? Things are coming really fast at him. He probably can't keep this in his head because things are just coming at him too fast. But he thinks he's coming in like he's, he hopes he's going to be okay and, be that smiling guy, the Nine of Cups, the wish card, wishes fulfilled. But this news is coming, and I think maybe it's other people, or their wishes are being fulfilled. You have legal issues coming, the sword of truth, coming at him really, really fast. His star is in the past. The King of Cups is in the potential near future. A new calming energy that's coming forward. We still have secrets being revealed, that more secrets being revealed with this Eight of Pentacles, doing some research, digging into some, maybe going over some old notes, notebooks, votes. We have the Page of Wands coming forth with some new information. You have secrets coming out of here. You have the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, Karmic Wheel, new cycle beginning with Justice, and a new 10 of Coins. Another 10 card that is the ending of something. The last piece being put into this 10 of Coins. Okay. What's going on behind the scenes with Trump? He's just getting more news. I don't think he's taking it all in, though. I think it's too much. And it's that 8 of Wands card. It's like too much stuff is coming at him too fast. And he can't keep it all. You know, he can't keep it all in his head. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at let's look at the Strait of Hormuz. Now I want to look at fuel prices. So I'm thinking that this war is going to be short-lived, and I have a lot of bias in that because I don't like where our planet is going with all these wars. What? Let's just look at fuel prices in the next 3 months. Fuel prices in the next 3 months. Loss. New journey. Foolish. 4 swords. Ay. 5 of Pentacles. Fool. Going on a new journey. And, come on. 4 swords. Retreat. To me, this feels like it's not going to be good. It feels like somebody is doing some foolish stuff. It's going to cost us a lot of money, and it's going to cost us a lot of lives. Now, I saw on PBS that there were 2 different points of view. Somebody said, "Oh, this is Israel's absolute right to do that because the Iranian government said that they want to wipe Israel off the face of the earth." Well, if Israel keeps doing what it's doing, nobody's going to like them because they're trying to wipe everybody else off the face of the earth. So, it's like, I just think I'm a peacenik. It's a stupid move. It's a foolish move. All right. Straits of Hormuz for the next 3 months. Will Iran block the straits? They get, let me give you some data on how much, roughly a fifth of all global oil shipments and a higher percentage of seaborne shipments and even a higher percentage. I copied this and I should have read it before because that doesn't make sense. Pass through the straits each year. Okay. It's also an important route for the movement of liquid natural gas. Some 3,000 ships use it to get to and from the Persian Gulf each month. That will be huge. Will Iran... What do we need to know about Iran shutting down the Persian Gulf? What do we need to know? For the Middle East, for China, for the world, that's a lot of stuff. What do they need to know? What do we need to know? Magic, the magician. Is it a diversion? Is that what I'm getting here? Ace of coins. Let me drop this down. You can see where I'm going. Three of swords. Heartbreak. Betrayal. Mistrust. Partnership in the past. Judgment in the future. A releasing of something. Ace of Cups. New emotional start. I'm liking where this is going so far. Eight of Coins, reviewing some things, looking at this to me now is looking at the financial aspects of how this is going to help or hurt. We have a calming king coming in to play a role of peacemaker. Certainly that's not Netanyahu. Maybe it's the G7 it's going to come out. We have new information coming from the Page of Wands, and we have the Queen of Coins. This is all about money and bringing forth, I'm guessing the world is going to come together for a new start, and two aces. That's why I said new start. That is going to bring forth something that is going to keep the straits open because there's too much reliance on fuel in the economy with it. We have the Knight of Cups. Is this the Knight in Shining Armor? Is this somebody that's bringing forth a message of calm? And we have the Nine of Wands, defending oneself, getting beat up. So it feels like, for me, that when I pulled this, that it's not so much a diversion, but it's going to be a little bit of a magic act to get new starts to come in, to release this judgment and try not to be a retaliatory thing, but also to give some security to Iran, to let them defend themselves a little bit and say, no, you cannot get the Straits of Hormuz. You cannot block all these shipments. We're going to defend you so that somehow, and it's all about the nuclear bomb. And you look at that, it looks like, oh, that could be, him looking at the nuclear for entertainment only. So yeah, it feels like that there's going to be some kind of agreement that is going to hopefully stop nuclear proliferation and keep the straits open. Okay. Should we do something goofy? You know how I was talking about everybody needs, wants the same things, financial security, housing security. But what I didn't mention, everybody wants a cell phone. Cell phone insecurity is a huge thing. And people just don't realize it. If you don't have a cell phone, how are you going to tweet? Psychic Duck goes, try quacking. Yeah, it's probably a better way to go. So Trump and his minions are coming up with a Trump phone. It's coming out in September, but for a $100 deposit, you can get yours. You can get in line to get it. They were talking about all the features that this phone has. Doesn't make any sense. The features don't make sense. So they haven't even thought this out. I know, you guys are shocked that he hasn't thought this out. I hear you. I'm in a little bit of a disbelievement too. Another grift. Another grift. All right, I'm not reading on it. Okay. What? Obama came out with an Obama phone, and I think that's what he's trying to compete with, where they were giving, during the Obama administration, free phones to economically challenged, how is that for a politically correct term, families and people, so that they at least had a phone, a cell phone. They had a free program. Okay, what else? I think that's it. I think let's just do a spread for us as we leave. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I appreciate you all. Appreciate all the comments, except for the ones that are trying to sell books on my channel. I am not selling a book. I am not promoting a book. So, drives me nuts. I can't believe why this book hasn't gotten any traction. Manifestation book. I think, I believe it was, who was it? Mary, Earth and Star Wellness. She and I did a show. She put it up yesterday. And we talked about dreams and manifestation, I think. So, manifestation is a big one. I mean, we can manifest things, but if we're based in fear, like, oh, I got to get out of here, it's not going to happen. We're just going to get more fear. So the trick is, the challenge is to stay in joy, to stay in heart-centered places to manifest. And for me, it's add a secret sauce of emotion to it. The joy. How happy are you going to feel when you manifest this? You know what I just manifested? The duck coming down the golden escalator and him being in charge of everything. I know. He goes, I'm a she today. Okay. I didn't know you could switch that easy, but with ducks, him, she, them, there is no gender. As probably should be. Okay. Us. Spread for us. Ooh. Time to go inside. Time to be a little hermit. Big hermit. Be a big hermit. There's secrets that are going to be coming out. Wow, moon card over the government. Wow. I'm just going to do 6. I'm just going to leave it here. Wow is all I can say. So, we have the hermit being covered by the moon card, secrets coming out, the little craziness. We just had that full moon that just rocked a lot of people. We have the government at the base of this, We have the Lovers in the past, we have the Strength up top, and we have the Celebration. So what I'm telling you is hang on to your strength. Find your partnerships that you can be with, your community. Something's going on in the government. We don't necessarily need to be that involved with it unless we're in the government. Things are coming out. But we get to go, woohoo, celebration. Hang on to your strength, stay the hermit. All right, that's all I got to say, except peace and love.